Hey my YouTube babies, it's your girl Brica, aka Dallas Vinegar from my OG YouTube babies. How y'all doing? So I am coming on here today to talk to my Lapband babies who still got their Lapband, maybe contemplating getting a revision, or you want to know the difference between Lapband and RNY Gastric Bypass. Well, I'm going to tell y'all about my experience because I have been, I had my revision back in September. It has been 9, 10, 11, 12, 3. It's going on 10 months. It'll be 10 months of me having my gastric bypass revision. Lapband to gastric bypass. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys and tell y'all the difference between the two. Number one, I'm gonna have to tell y'all, you can't compare the two. It's apples and oranges. They both fruit, but they taste totally different. You know what I'm saying? They're both weight loss surgeries, but they are totally different. And my biggest problem was I couldn't compare the Lapband to gastric bypass, because with Lapband, if you have restriction, you know, you never really get full when you have Lapband. It just restricts you from eating, but it restricts you from eating, so you stop eating, okay? Because you get that restricted, stucky feeling. That you get that feeling if you eat another bite, you're gonna throw up, or you just uncomfortable and you don't want that feeling, so you stop eating. You're not necessarily full, but you just stop eating. With gastric bypass, I'm not gonna say, for me, it doesn't restrict me like Lapband did. I hope that makes sense. I have restriction with the gastric bypass, but it is nothing like the Lapband. It's totally different. Gastric bypass, it restricts you from overeating because you're actually full. You are actually full. You get that full feeling.
Hey guys, this is me in the future, and I'm gonna explain this better because I sound so confusing. So with the Lapband, with me, I stopped eating because of the restriction of my Lapband, as in I got that stucky feeling, I got that uncomfortable feeling. You just stop eating because if you eat another ounce, you're gonna throw up. It's not necessarily full, but it's restricting more food to go down, because if you eat another bite, you're gonna throw up. You get what I'm saying? With the gastric bypass, I don't have that stucky restriction feeling. If I eat another bite, I'm going to throw up. I just have restriction with the gastric bypass because I'm actually getting full off small portions. You're actually full, so you stop eating. Now with that, you can overeat because I don't have that type of restriction that I'm used to with the Lapband. So that is the difference for me. I hope that makes sense.
Now, I can overeat if I wanted to. You're gonna feel like crap, but you really can continue to eat. So I can see how people can fail with the gastric bypass versus the Lapband, because you don't have that restriction. You full, but you don't have that restriction where you can't. Well, for me, I don't have that restriction where I'm finna throw up and start throwing up in the bathroom. I've never gotten that far, maybe because my mind is programmed and I've learned from my Lapband that I'm gonna stop eating when I feel any type of fullness. I know that made no sense, but I will say Lapband, it restricts you from eating, but you kind of really don't get full. Gastric bypass, you eat small amounts of food and you're gonna be full. But you don't want to chase that full feeling. You never want to chase full feeling on gastric bypass. You don't want to chase that restriction like you do with the Lapband. You want to stop. But you don't want to chase that fullness because, like, let me give you an example. For me, when I eat now, well, I'm gonna go into number 2. That's gonna go on to this. With the Lapband, I could not eat fast. No way in hell I could eat fast. And I work in a field where we don't get a lot of time to eat. So there's times I took one bite and I have to take my time eating, otherwise I'm gonna be sick. With gastric bypass, I can eat fast. And it blows my mind because for almost 9 years, I couldn't do that. So with gastric bypass, and this goes into what I was about to explain to you guys, I can eat quickly and not get sick. But the thing about eating quickly, you'll eat so fast to where you're gonna overeat, and that fullness comes later until you be like, oh, damn, I done ate too much, god damn. That's only happened to me a couple of times. I usually, when I first started eating real food, that's happened to me, because I was still learning. Now I know. So with the Lapband, you can't, with me, I couldn't scarf my food down. I couldn't eat fast when I'm in a rush. With gastric bypass, I just eat like a normal person. I just get full off small portions. Now with that being said, if I don't take my time eating, I could possibly overeat, and I'm eating so fast that I don't realize it, and I'm stuffed. Like I can be in pain because I have eaten too much. And when I say too much, it's like, say this is a sandwich. This is a 6-inch. Yeah, say we at Subway, this is a 6-inch sandwich. Okay? Just say I'm eating this 6-inch sandwich. Okay? If I am eating fast, I can eat this whole sandwich. With Lapband, ain't no way in hell I could probably eat that much and be like, nope, can't do nothing. But Lapband, this is 6-inch. I can eat that much. And I can't eat no more. And you can kiss the bread goodbye because you can't eat bread, okay? Gastric bypass, okay? If I take my time eating this 6-inch sandwich, if I take my time eating and give myself at least 30 minutes to eat, and I take my time eating, okay? This is a 6-inch, right? I can eat about half of that 6-inch, or a little bit less than half, right? Okay. Now with gastric bypass, if I'm stuffing my food down because I'm in a rush, baby, I can eat this whole sandwich. Okay, say I eat the whole sandwich in 10 minutes, okay? In another 5 to 10 minutes, or when I hit that 30-minute mark of me from eating in 30-minute mark, it feel like I ate 20 hamburgers. Not a good idea. So what I'm saying is measure your food because measure your food and take your time eating, because versus the Lapband, you know, Lapband restricts you it's right away. The gastric bypass doesn't restrict you like the Lapband gives you that restriction, because you can still eat, but you don't have no issues or nothing. Okay? I hope I am making sense. To the people that got Lapband, y'all probably understand what I'm saying. Number 3, okay? With the Lapband, I couldn't eat many things. It had a mind of its own. One moment I could eat something, the next moment I could not eat. It was different every day. I never knew what I could eat that day. I usually ate the same stuff. But you cannot eat bread, you can kiss it goodbye, fruit. Put like this, the healthy food was the hardest things to eat with the Lapband, okay? The healthy food, like your vegetable. Healthy food was hard to eat. I don't care what you say, no matter how much I choose food, I could say that I had my lap band for many years and I was successful with my lap band. It was different all the time. I'm not gonna sit here in front. And for the people who can eat anything and don't have no issues and you chew food right, kudos to you. But with me, maybe I'm in a different generation. I was so uncomfortable eating. With the gastric bypass, I can eat anything. I have no problems with anything. I can eat anything, I can eat anything, and I don't have a problem with eating anything, even sweets. I am a person, I really don't dump. I've just experienced my first time. I'm just now realizing what dumping is for me, and I'll explain that in another video. But gastric bypass, I can eat anything and I don't get sick. I get full though off small portions. But I don't struggle with eating different types of food because I can eat anything and I don't get sick. I don't get that stuffy feeling. I just eat. And if I measure my food right and take my time eating and visualize what 4 ounces is and XYZ, if I measure my food right visually and don't stuff my mouth and don't eat because it tastes good, eat because you just need to eat, I'm full. And I don't have a hard time eating different types of food. That's why one thing I do love about my gastric bypass, my new little stomach, I can eat anything and I don't have any issues. With the lap band, you do get used to it. It does become your new life, but sometimes you get tired of it because you'll be on a date or you'll be at work or you be at the movies and you gotta throw up. You gotta keep throw up bags in your car because you never know. If you say you driving and you eat, you never know. Like I know I'm not gonna get sick and I know I'm not gonna throw up. That's one thing that I do love, the difference with these two surgeries. I don't have to carry a throw up bag with me or get sick or not knowing what I can eat that day. I can eat anything and nothing. I don't have a problem. Did I lose weight quicker with the two? Yes, I have lost about 80 pounds since last September. With the lap band, in my first year, I lost about 40 pounds. Remember, 20 of that I lost before I had my lap band. And then all of a sudden, when I got this real restriction, which means I couldn't eat certain things and really could not eat, I lost like 60 pounds. So I'm almost at my goal weight of my lap band goal weight. I'm about 181. I'm 181. And my so-called goal is 160. But I would love to be in the like 150, maybe 140, because I'm gonna try to get pregnant and I don't give me some wiggle room in weight. But y'all already know that. So the restriction is different versus lap band to RNY. Getting full versus the restriction. Being able to eat anything and not have to worry about you getting sick. Throwing up is, I know I'm all over the place with this video. I hope I'm making sense, but those are the biggest things that I can say, lap band versus gastric bypass. I just eat like a normal person. It feels more, the gastric bypass, it feels more natural. I literally just eat and get full off small portions. I don't get that stucky feeling. I don't get that sick feeling. I don't get that, oh, I need to slow down because if I keep eating, I'm gonna throw up or this food is gonna get stuck or it's gonna feel like I'm gonna be uncomfortable for some minutes of time. The gastric bypass feels very more natural. I just feel like I just eat and I'm good. And I'm losing weight. Which surgery do I like the best? Like I said, it's apples and oranges. You cannot compare the two. People ask me do I regret having the Lapband first versus getting a gastric bypass years ago? No, I don't regret nothing. No, I don't regret anything about my story, because if I think, if I look back, and if I had gastric bypass first, there's no way I would do the dual switch. When I got sick, this just gave me a second chance to lose weight, because when I got sick with my stool disease and I gained all that weight back, I wouldn't have had a revision to nothing else. The Lapband taught me my Leroy, for my OG babies. Y'all already know who Leroy is. Leroy was my baby. So I don't regret it. When it was time to let go, it was time to let go. But that's it. Dang, I know I was all over the place with this video, but those are the biggest things for me. So, follow YouTube.